All rise. Support court with Judge Vanda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1078, McKinney case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss McKinney.
Yes,
we're back.
Yes.
I hope we are in better spirits.
I am.
Okay, good. And we're not going to allow each other to press each other's buttons, right?
Correct.
Okay.
She does.
Okay, so we took the DNA testing, had all that done. Did you all have any problems with that?
No, none at all.
Okay. Okay, have the two of you had an opportunity to speak at all?
We've spoken.
No.
Lies.
All right. Okay, we spoke for 30 seconds. That doesn't count. I didn't want to talk to you. You came up to me. I tried to end the conversation as quick as possible.
Your Honor, permission to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
That is not true. He called me and he asked me, he said, look, I don't know which way this paternity test is gonna go, but if you'll just let me put it on you one more time, we can smooth all of this out, blah, 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 all of that crap.
Oh, so
all right, buckle up. This one's a wild
Really?
ride. We're diving into a case where 9 years of silence
When he lies, he
erupt
puts his
into a
hand-
courtroom showdown. Ms. McKinney accuses Mr. Scott of dodging fatherhood and hiding behind a new life, while he fires back, claiming she's out for revenge and playing games. Judge Vonda is ready to cut through the drama, untangle the messy truths, and drop a DNA bombshell that no one sees coming. But this case isn't just about paternity. It's about trust, timing, and the complicated wreckage of what used to be love. Is Ms. McKinney fighting for justice or fueled by vengeance? And is Mr. Scott avoiding responsibility or just dodging the wrong bullet? Let's get into it.
Lie post.
And you found all that out in 72 hours?
I did.
Interesting. Okay. So
You see how aggressive she is about this? This
I'm
is
just excited.
She doesn't need help for her daughter. This
Come
is
on
about
with the
revenge.
results,
This
please.
is clearly about getting back at me and punishing me for not, I don't know, staying with her forever. I don't know.
Results, please.
but it's been 9 years.
I know it's been, it's odd timing, isn't it? Right when I have a fiance and have a son, that's when she chooses to do this? Isn't that kind of odd timing here, Your Honor?
I mean, the timing does seem a little interesting.
I just came to the realization that, hey, I can do it alone, but I don't have to do it alone. If he's taking care of his other son and his fiance, that's fine. I don't need him to take care of me or my daughter, but it would be the right thing to do. And that's what he's going to do.
And
If he's the father.
He's the father.
Okay, and you're sure of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. All right, well, I mean, bailiff, we have those results.
Got your cashier's check. Because I don't want a
That's
personal
not
check.
nice.
Well, I'm just saying.
You can't say that to him yet, though.
Okay.
We don't know if he's even going to be the father to pay child support.
I know.
But if you are indeed the father, I wouldn't recommend you make a payment today because the order would just be being signed today.
Is there an appeal process even if I am the father?
What would you be appealing exactly?
I don't think that based on the way she's been treating me and based on her selective choice of when to bring this issue up in order to, harm my relationship with my family, I consider that a form of harassment. And I feel like I should be able to file
Here's where things get complicated.
And that would prevent
Mr.
me
Scott
from- if I had
argues
a
that the
restraining order
paternity
against her,
case
that would
is
prevent me,
nothing
obviously,
more
from
than a
having to pay
calculated
for her
attempt
child
to disrupt his new life. But is that a genuine defense or just a clever deflection? The court isn't here to judge motives, only the facts. Still, the timing raises a serious question. Is this about seeking rightful support or settling old scores? What do you think?
No, that's not how any of that works. That was really creative though, but that's not how any of that works. So let me go ahead and tell you what the results say.
All right.
Get it over with.
All
Give me a drum
right.
roll.
All right. It looks like baby McKinney, because we can't say a child's name.
Right.
There is no probability he can be the father.
What did it say? What?
You hear that?
What'd you say? Young?
You
Remember?
laughed at that.
Remember
No,
when
I didn't hear.
Oh, let me say it a
I'm
little
the
louder.
only white person she's been with, remember?
There is
Let's
no
set the record straight.
probability
A restraining
that
order doesn't cancel out child
he
support.
is the father.
Family court doesn't work that way. Support is about the child, not the relationship between the parents. Mr. Scott's attempt to twist legal protection into a financial escape might be creative, but it's completely off base.
No disrespect to you, but the letter looks a little sketchy.
Okay.
It wasn't in a
It's got
legal
writing on
size
it.
envelope.
That's why it's sketchy.
So, and I don't trust him because his uncle is an attorney, okay? And his
Okay.
uncle can do
What
all
does that have to
types
do with
of
anything?
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't even trust that.
Wait a minute, I believe at the beginning, I asked you all how the test went.
I mean,
And
the
you
test-
said, wait a minute, hold on. You said everything went good, right?
And it did.
And it
what she
did,
said.
and it was fair that day, right?
Yes.
They swabbed her mouth correctly.
The person appeared to be wearing PPE and the person appeared to work, you know, for that service. And the test itself went well, but behind the scenes, Your Honor.
And it
a lot
appears
goes
that
on.
these results are directly from the testing place. And he's not the father.
He is probably, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Your
Let
Honor.
me tell you not. No, he's not.
He's the father.
He's not. So you're gonna order, you're going to argue with DNA testing.
Your Honor, he is the father. 72 hours. He has
He
a tattoo
is not
on
the
his private
father.
parts. He was the only
is
one
not
there. I
the
know.
father. He is not the father.
Show
How
me a
many
tattoo.
times do I have to say that? No, I don't want to see a tattoo. All I want to see was these numbers to see what the probability was going to look like of him being the father. He is not the father. Now,
That was
you,
way too much, by the way.
You have a tattoo.
excuse me, you know what? I don't even see why you all need to be having a conversation right now.
I agree.
Can we
you
do a
are not the
retest?
father, which
And
means
just like
you
that,
will not be
the
placed
test
on
comes
any
back.
type of child support or
0%
anything today.
probability.
Now, you, Miss McKinney,
You could feel the
you
air
do
leave
have
the
right.
room. But instead of accepting the result, Ms. McKinney doubles down, hurling wild accusations about faked results and shady legal connections. Is she in denial or genuinely convinced something isn't right? When the truth clashes with belief, emotions explode.
They think is the father.
There is no one else, Your Honor. It was him. He has a tattoo on his private part. I was with him and the tattoo for 72 hours. I know what I felt. I know what I saw. Okay, it was him.
Well, there is a probability of something else though.
Okay.
You were probably with somebody else too within that previous 72 hours.
Oh, Your Honor, you tried.
There's no shade, just facts.
That's very possible. It's
So,
very likely.
How is it possible?
Because there were like 6 or 7, 8 hours stretches during that time where I didn't see you or know where you were. I don't know what you were doing. You know what? Maybe I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you don't even remember this other guy. It's possible with the rate you were going in those days. So I'm willing to grant you that you may not have been
She
lying.
stands
You may not
confident,
have been lying
even defiant,
about thinking that I was
despite what the
only white guy
DNA
you were
says.
with.
Well, just answer my
But
question.
Judge
Do you
Vonda
have-
isn't moved by emotion. Only facts matter in her courtroom. Science doesn't lie, and unless there's evidence the test was tampered with, the case is closed. Still, one question lingers. Was she misled, or was she misleading everyone else?
Maybe
No,
that's
it
what you
says
thought.
Mississippi long. Do you have that tattoo?
Okay,
No.
well, you know what? This is what we're
Never
about to
been to
do.
Mississippi.
This is what we're about to do. At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I've already said what the results were, which means I'm dismissing this case. You are more than welcome to bring another case. And if his account is true that you don't remember, you can bring another case after that. But the court is here to assist you. So if there are no more questions,
So
nothing
here's
further,
where it
which it
ends.
shouldn't be,
The
you all
DNA
are
test
dismissed.
proved,
Hell no.
without a doubt,
Shouldn't be.
that Mr. Scott is not the father. No child support, no obligations, and no closure for Ms. McKinney, who insists there must be a mistake. Was this about truth or control, justice, or a final grasp at connection? Judge Vonda B. made it clear, you can't bring feelings to a fact fight. Still, this case leaves us with tough questions. When relationships end in chaos, who really pays the price? Was justice served today? Or did someone just dodge accountability? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit like if you're hooked, and subscribe for more truth-fueled court showdowns that pull no punches.